Riker's at the pier. We need to secure this defensive position.
Hostiles detected with friendly security clearance.
The Rat Queen trusted me with the pier. I will not let her down or give up on her.
Control of the pier. Sending in the Marauder.
Scare the shithead.
Agent, watch out! They activated another launcher. It's hooked up to a separate console. You need to find it and hack it. Kill squad in the area. Get back! You want a piece of this? Squad down.
You're watching Random Plays. This is Radio Gamer back on track, loud and clear. If you'll notice, the pick exotic AR at the moment is the St. Elmo's engine, as this is commonly used by people if you'd matchmake. But on this video, we'd need to talk about the Strega. Today I'm showing you a loadout that turns the Strega exotic AR into an absolute room clearing monster at 59% crit chance and 121% crit damage. We're combining the Unit Alloy set for insane rate of fire with the Turmoil kneepads to literally duplicate our AoE damage across the battlefield. If you want a build that hits hard, spreads damage like a virus, and keeps you standing, this is it. So just to get the hang of it, let's get started. For the specialization, would pick the gunner tree to take advantage of the 10% armor and kill. Later on the build will double that amount, and picking gunner would be highly recommended. Now with the rate of fire from unit alloys and the salvo holster, you're going to empty your reserves fast. Gunner's passive ammo regen keeps the Strega fed without you needing to run to the ammo crates constantly. And finally, the barrage passive, when we get a kill, our rate of fire goes up even higher. Combine that with the Strega's unnerved stacks and you're literally deleting enemies before they can even react. First star of the show, the Strega Exotic AR. This is an exotic file and it hits like a truck. But the real magic here is the talent and nerve. Here's how it works. Killing an enemy applies a mark to everyone within 20 meters. You deal amplified damage to those marked targets. This isn't additive damage, it's amplified. That means once you get that first kill, you start snowballing. The entire room takes massive damage just existing near your first victim. For the mask, we're starting with the Palisade Steelworks. The one-piece bonus gives us additional 10% armor and kill, and pairing this with the gunner spec is a great boost on survivability. Since we are playing aggressive DPS, that little bit of blue generation on every kill keeps us in the fight without needing a healer. I have 170,000 armor, 12% crit damage, 6% crit chance, and 11.9% crit damage. Chest. We're running name chest the Equalizer. This gives perfect obliterate. We're stacking critical hits, or critical damage rather, up to 24% almost instantly because of the fire rate. It's the best in slot for raw burst DPS. On this piece, I have 15% weapon damage, 11.9 crit damage, reroll this for 6% crit chance, mod slot for 6% crit chance. Next, the name holster salvo. This piece is crucial because it helps us hit those specific stat breakpoints. And the Unit Alloys brand set bonus gives us that sweet rate of fire increase. Strega is a file, so popping up the RPM makes it feel incredibly snappy. On this piece, I have 170,000 armor, 5% rate of fire, and 12% crit hit damage. To scale that damage, we're rocking a 3-piece Unit Alloy setup. This is the engine of the build. For the full brand set, you'd have 5% rate of fire, 20% assault rifle damage, 50% mag size. Talent-wise, you'd have two choices. If you're confident, run Vigilance for raw damage. If you're playing solo and aggressive, swap to Bloodsucker for that bonus armor and kill. Personally, I want to run this with Vigilance to make the loadout harder because we're already getting an additional armor and kill on Palisade. On this piece, I have 12.3% weapon damage, 6% crit chance, 9.8 headshot damage, and 11.9 crit hit damage. Gloves. We're running Eagle's Grasp and this gives us 15% weapon handling. Take note, this is equivalent to 15% accuracy, 15% stability, 15% reload speed, and 15% swap speed. It's an all-in-one stat. So we're getting a lot of pros on this Eagle Grasp. And since Strega is a file, it can kick a little bit. Eagle's Grasp turns this gun on a higher level. More shots landed means more stacks of obliterate and faster kills to proc on nerve. On this piece, I have 15% weapon damage, 15% weapon handling, rerolled for 6% crit chance. Last but not the least is the Cheska Turmoil kneepads. This gives us that crucial 8% crit hit chance brand bonus to help us hit the cap. Talent here called Bewildered can be tricky, but in this build, it helps spread the damage like a virus when we are fighting groups. Consider Strega's talent with the kneepads and it would totally hit hard in spawn groups. On this piece, I have 15% weapon damage, 6% crit chance, 12% crit hit damage. For the skill, I tried the recommendation of people using the striker even not on a skill build, and this does the job. It highly distracts the NPCs and you definitely get a free kill. For the second skill, you'd get the Reviver Hive for the usual survivability. Last but not the least is the preview of our stats. That's it for the video. If you like it, please give a thumbs up and please do subscribe to my channel. I will really appreciate it for more upcoming videos. Once again, you're watching Random Plays. This is Radio Gamer. Over and out.